Remember for radio with your host, Gen T.
It must be the ass.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another installment of Rambo for Radio. I am your host at GenT523. Yeah. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Let me know what you think about the show. Let me know what you hate about the show. Show ideas. You want to be a guest on my show? Hit me up. Slide in the DMs. Just send me nudes, not dudes. Well, you know what I mean. If you're like naked or you got like boobies or something and you want to show them, go ahead. I don't care. But if you just got your wang out, like, please put your penis away. I don't want to see that shit. Don't be that guy, okay? Because it's like fucking weird. And it's even worse when you guys do it to me and I'm like hella gay. I'm so gay, I'm straight. So when you send me that, I'm assuming that you like dudes. So not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not my speed. Okay? Thanks. Appreciate it. Whew. Back to do another installment of Rambo for Radio. Man, this podcast almost didn't happen. This is the third goddamn time I've had to record this shit. And I guess Mother Nature didn't want you to hear this. And I almost quit. I almost said, fuck this. No episode this week. You win, universe. I quit. But then I got the Goggins, y'all. That's right. If you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, 1080 with David Goggins, retired U.S. Navy SEAL, you have to keep going. You have to fail. 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 You have to keep going. You have to keep going. You have to go until you succeed. So I'm trying this for a third time. And if you don't hear this audio for a third time, then we're going to go for a fourth time. How about that? Fuck you, universe. I'm not quitting. I'm not stopping. Go, Joe. Go, Joe. The good news is I didn't hurt anybody in practice. Ooh. Since I last talked to you, since that shitty episode of me crying, I have not hurt anybody in sparring class, so that's good. Everybody went home safely. Nobody got hurt. I'm excited. I was so pumped that I didn't hurt anybody. I decided to reward myself with a walk. A walk, you say? That's right. Team Patty McFaddy. I got to stop rewarding myself with junk food. And go for a walk. And when I say junk food, y'all, I mean, my diet is like 80% clean. So it's like 20% junk food when I say junk food. So, but when I go off, I go fucking off. But nevertheless, I drove and I was driving and feeling good. And I said, I'm going to go for a walk around this beautiful city of Upland, California. That's right. If you've never been to California, if you've never been to Upland, my God, what a beautiful mountainous city right in the heart of the Inland Empire, just 45 minutes shy of east of Los Angeles, is a beautiful city of Upland. So, and that's not too far from the gym I train at. So I decided to go for a walk. And as I was walking, you know, the funny thing about Upland, which I love to death, is that Upland is this beautiful city where people rich enough that can afford to live in LA, but choose not to. So instead, they've chosen this mountainous community to hide in. And don't be like, oh, it's in the Inland Empire. No. You don't understand. A dear friend of mine lives in the upper echelon of the Upland, and his neighbor is a NASCAR driver. So there, suck it, all y'all haters. Upland, they got some ballers in Upland. Just saying. But anyway, they're smart enough not to live in the hustle and bustle of L.A., but don't want to quite participate in the shits Bernardino. So they discovered a little mountainous town called Upland. And they keep all the little uncool kids out and all the cool kids in. But luckily I snuck in before the gate closed and went for a walk. Went for a walk, thought about, man, I'm really excited. I haven't hurt anybody. I should go get some like cool food while I go for a walk. No. Wrong. I can't tell you guys how badly I wanted to say, hey, you didn't hurt anybody in practice. Why don't we go get some Dairy Queen? Or, hey, why don't we go get some pizza? And I said, no, fuck you. I'm going for a walk and then I'm going home. And that's what I did. And let me tell you, you want to know how hard it is to drive to buy twice a Dairy Queen. Come on. Up and down the street to the gym and after the gym is a fucking Dairy Queen. I want to go so bad. All 250 pounds of me wants to go, but I fucking can't because I know what's going to happen. So sayonara, Dairy Queen. Suck it. Maybe some other time when I've lost a few pounds, we'll talk. But for right now, that's a hard pass on the Dairy Queen. So back on my fitness game, thanking the Goggins, which I'll get into some snippets of that. I don't know how much I can play. Fuck it. Nobody's listening. So it's not like they can take my podcast down because nobody's listening. So I'm just going to play some snippets from the podcast if you haven't heard it or not. So if you have heard it, you're going to hear it again. And if you haven't, get ready for the Goggins. But first, I want to talk to you guys. We had an event at my work. An event. The Suze event. That's right. The Suzanne of the Summers was there. I don't know how old some of my listeners are, but if you know who Suzanne Summers is, good for you. She's the dusty-ass bitch from Step by Step. And come on, I'm gonna do. Three's Company, Chrissy, and of course the Thigh Master lady. So the Suze sells her organic makeup or whatever at my work, and they had a little event. They had a house party with the Suze County. That darn Suze, the Susanna Banana, came up in there, did her little spiel, and when she gets the microphone, whoa, first of all, I haven't really seen her. Last time she did an event, it was pretty much over when I got there, so thank God. So this time it was actually happening while I was there, and went back there just to peek while I was working, just to see. It's like, what does the Chrissy look like up close? And I seen her, and I went, oh, what? This bitch wearing a tutu. What the fuck? Black Swan bitch. Suzette? Chrissy? Thigh Master? Okay. Back to work. So went back to work. She comes out, still trying to work, and then there's just a sea of people, which, by the way, you guys, any guy over the age of 60 right now, you're a fucking creep for showing up to that event. It was about makeup. What the fuck y'all doing there? Oh my God, there was just like a sea of dudes there. It was super creepy. Sea of dudes just like, oh yeah, Chrissy's here. What a hot step bomb from Step by Step. I'll show you a Thigh Master. It was just like literally mostly dudes. It was seriously like 70% old ass dudes and then 30% regular ladies who just wanted to make up and talk to Suzanne. So I was just there just making sure y'all creepy dudes won't keep your dicks in your pants and don't try and grab the Suze. But let me tell you, it was literally, once she grabbed the microphone, all of a sudden the guys started pressing forward, and then it was literally like, guys, put your boners back. Come on. Put your boners back in your pants, please. Stop. Suze has to say something, okay? That was the sound of all your dicks coming out. God damn it. Oh, man. But nevertheless, I was just watching from a distance. And once the Suze started to talk about how she had cured her friend from ADD because of her makeup is chemical free, and therefore the makeup chemicals are not going into her friend's brain and the toxins. And I was like, whoa, hold on, Bill Nye, the science guy. Do you have evidence? Let me see some trials. Let me see some studies. Because I read studies all the time about vitamins. I'm just curious, Suze, where is your evidence? I need to see your chemistry set. I need to see what else your friend was eating. What the hell is going on? Is this a controlled study? Are we doing some other stuff? Is this placebo? What's going on, Suze? As soon as I heard her starting to talk about chemistry and scientific studies, I went, oh, girl, bye. I'm out of here. I went right upstairs and watched the whole thing from the double pane window upstairs in the break room just to make sure. But what caught my eye was this particular homeless dude that just wandered in and picked up a Suzanne book and was looking through the pictures and was licking his lips. And then he was over by the desk, he was inching closer to her, and then he just spread his legs and was reading the book, standing up with his legs spread and reading the book. Where's Suzanne? Where's Suzanne? Suzanne, come talk to you. Suzanne. I was like, okay, motherfucker, if you take another step, I'm going to have to kick you into next week. So I literally ran downstairs and was just kind of floating around this dude. And I was like, all right, dude, try something. Go on and take another step closer to the Suzanne of the banana. Susanna Banana, and you're a goner, son. You're a fucking goner. But nevertheless, he did not. He picked up an apple and walked out. And that was that. I don't even know if he paid for it or not. I didn't care. I just wanted this creepy ass homeless dude to be gone. But afterwards, this one creepy ass dude that shops there, he is weird because his wife left him years ago and left him and the kid. And ever since then, he comes to my work to pick up on chicks. Rather than buy vitamins, he's just there to pick up chicks. Never picks up vitamins. Pick up a sandwich. Pick up a nice tea. But he's trying to get people's numbers. And it's fucking creepy. So he was there in the middle of the tour de Suze. And said, so once she puts the mic down, Suzanne, hey, look. Bruh, put your dick away. Hey, Suzanne, I just want to talk to you. Suzanne, hey. And we're like, sir, please step back. Please stay right where the rope is at. Just she'll get to you when she gets to you. Thank Christ. She literally saw a sea of women to one side, and as this creepy-ass dude was trying to push his way in, Suze signed 4 books, took 3 pictures, and got the fuck up out of there, and did not look back. And as they're ushering her away, she's like, Suzanne! What? I was like, okay, sir, she's done. It's over now. So unless you're shopping, you gotta go. He's like, and then he walked out. He was pissed. He didn't get to talk to the Suze. Bruh, she's married, dude. Okay? It's over. Right? She don't want you. She don't want your dirty ass. He don't even shower. He's got these Cousin Brucey, Auntie Caitlin type shirts on where the belly's hanging out. This guy, and he's got one of these fucking safari hats on. Suze. And then the whole time his kid is over there throwing the jelly beans on the ground. This guy, and he's just a hot mess. Bruh, don't know. Suze don't want to be with you. All right? What do you bring to the table besides some fucking belly shirts and a banana, a safari hat? What? You don't bring jack shit to the table, my dude. Get the fuck out of here. Honestly, this is fucking weirdos. The weirdos come out of the woodwork, especially when we have celebrity guests in the store. So afterwards, a lady comes up to me and has her hair all done up. She goes, well, where's Suzanne? I'm like, it's 2:00. I know, but this started at 12. No, the flyer says 1 p.m. Well, I need to talk to her. That's great. I'm sure you can shoot her company an email. She's not here. She's gone. Well, that's just ridiculous. I just got here. I'm like, again, it's 2:00, ma'am. This started at 1:00. She's like, well, I'll just wait for her to come back. Maybe she went to go get some food. I said, you go ahead and do that. Bye. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do you think? What is going on here? I just told you this event started at 1:00. Bitch is gone at 1:30. It's 2:00, and you want Suze to come back because you didn't show up on time? Girl, bye. Honestly, get the fuck up out of here. Straight up. Don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. The best part was the phone call I got 2 days after the Susanna Banana event. How may I direct your call? Hello, I wanted to talk to Suzanne. I'm sorry, could you repeat that question? I said, what time is the Suzanne event? What? She said, hey, can you hear me? And this is the time where I say what because your question is so stupid. I have to hear you repeat the stupidness to me one more time like Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? 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 Can you hear me? I said, what time is the Suzanne event? My girlfriend just called me and told me that Suzanne Summers is going to be there today at 5:00. Oh, well, that's great that you made up your own time, sweets. But the Suzanne event was Sunday, the 25th at 1 p.m. Today is Tuesday, the 27th at 4:00. What on earth did your friend tell you? Well, she told me that Suzanne was going to be there today at 5:00. Well, she's not. That was Sunday. Oh. Well, when will she be back again? I don't know. You got to shoot her company an email. I don't know. But she's not going to be here today. We don't know when she'll be back. Oh, well, I'm really upset that I missed the event. Could you tell me what happened at the event? Could I what? Could you tell me what happened at the event? What? 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 Could you tell me what happened at the event? Is something wrong with your phone? Oh, no, I just had to hear you say that again. How stupid are you? I'll tell you about some event. What the fuck? I was like, she was here and talked about the makeup she sells here. That's it? Oh, I need to know what else happened at the event. Is there somebody else there that was there that might know? Nope, nobody's here that would know that was there. Sorry, they're all off today. They've all gone home for today. Well, could I call back and ask somebody about the event? Yep, sure can. But you told me that she talked about makeup, but she had to talk about something else. Ma'am, I just told you what she talked about, makeup. And that was it. No. Well, I'm just going to call back and ask somebody who knows. Yep, you do that. Click. What the fuck, bitch? I just told you what she talked about, makeup. That's it. Get the fuck out of here. You want to call back and get some kind of Magna Carta detail about the event? What? Huh?
What?
Okay. Oh my God. I was like, lady, you. Woo! You need to lose your friend because she told you some wrong information. She ain't your friend. Oh, God. Well, I've got to tell you guys about Customer of the Week. So, we have a doctor guy who stops by during the week that does the B12 shot, vitamin B12 shot. And it's every goddamn Wednesday. And for some reason, people seem to fucking forget. Fine, whatever. People got a lot going on the plate. People are going to be forgetful about things. Totally understand. But what you don't get to do is call your dear host, Rambo Oprah, a liar. Because I'm a truth sayer, lie slayer. And I don't like liars, and I don't like being called a liar. Case in point, the biggity bitch who caught me on the phone called me a liar about the B12 doctor. Here is the story. How can I direct your call? Yes, I want to know what time the B12 doctor gonna be there? Wednesday till 4:30. I sensed a slight hesitation there. You know, I really need this information because I'm driving so far away. Yeah. He leaves at 4:30. So when the store opens till 4:30. Well, see, I'm not really sure if I believe you. Oh, okay. Well, I believe the time is 4:30 when the B12 doctor leaves. See, yeah, I'm going to need somebody who knows. So could you do me a favor and get somebody on the phone who would know? I said, certainly. Hold on one second. Yeah, because I need somebody who's going to know for sure. I mean, I don't need you to tell me just some random time if you don't know, because I've gone a long ways away. I went, hold on a moment, please. Then Rambo Oprah came out and answered the phone. Hello? Yes, I needed to know what time the B12 doctor going to be there. I was talking to somebody else, but I'm not sure if they know. This is a direct quote from the doctor. If you're not in line by 4:30, the doctor is leaving. Well, that's interesting because the girl said 4:30, but she wasn't sure. If you're not in line by 4:30, the doctor is leaving. Click. And I hung the fuck up. I hung the fuck up on this bitch. I'm like, God, dog. She didn't even recognize that it was the same person. I just put on a phony English accent. If you're not in line by 4:30, the doctor is leaving. Bitch, it's the same person. I got you. God, what a fucking asshole. I need someone who knows because I'm driving a long way. Yeah, bitch, it's 4:30. 4:30. 4:30 p.m. Be there, be square, bitch. If you ain't in line, this is a direct quote from the doctor. If you ain't in line by 4:30, he is packing up his stuff and he is leaving. So the message to you is, doesn't matter what the fuck you do, whether you wake up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you get your ass to the doctor by 4:30 or he's going home. Okay, bitch? God. I was like, good night. Oh, I got you. If you're not in line by 4:30, you fucking slag, the doctor is leaving, you cunt. God, bitch. Good night. I had enough. I just fucking hung up on that cunt. I couldn't stand her. It's ridiculous. I just told you the time. Whether you believe it or not, that's your problem, not mine, boo-boo. I'm here till 4:30. The doctor is here till 4:30. And then he gone. Then I'm gone. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. So I've got to tell you guys, about the Goggins. What's got me so fired up? I've got the Goggins. That's right. I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast, number 1080. I urge you to do the same. But I'm going to play you some fucking snippets that really spoke to me, and maybe they'll speak to you. But if not, nevertheless, it's got me fired up. You know why it's got me fired up? Am I living an authentic life? Are you living an authentic life? Or are you faking the funk? For the most part, I wasn't faking the funk, except one little bit. My Patty McFatty. That's right. For me, it's something that's always bugged me my whole fucking life, and I've told you guys about it. But I really wasn't. I wasn't pushing it to all of my ability, and that's the whole thing about the Goggins. You have to do this till failure. And one of the things I hate fucking doing, I'll do anything at the gym. Burpees, pull-ups, push-ups, rowing, ride the bike, stairs, walking, basketball, swim, sauna, steam, weights, the kettlebells, ropes, whatever the fuck. But the one thing I would not do, I refuse to do, and it's been that way my whole life, is run. I hate fucking running. All of my coaches who know me from soccer, football, basketball, I hate fucking running. Because it's always been so painful for me. I've got this big old donkey booty back there. Even when I had fucking abs. Even when I was fucking shredded in high school. Even though I was a beast in high school. I still hated running. It still hurt my fucking back to run. And I've just always avoided it. And listening to the Goggins talk, he said the same thing. He hated running and he hated swimming. But in order for him to be a Navy SEAL, in order for him to pass the test, he had to fall in love with the water. He had to learn how to run. We've all got this inner bitch inside of us. And for me, I know the biggest thing for me, besides my big old donkey booty, is that I can't even look myself in the mirror, y'all. I hate looking at myself in the mirror. When I get dressed, I'm like, the only mirrors I look at are the ones that are from the neck up. I do not fucking look at my shit in the mirror. I fucking hate it. I can't stand it. And after listening to that podcast and really taking a second to evaluate, I'm like, fuck, I'm faking the funk, man. I'm not giving it my all. I'm not giving it 110%. And for me, that set me off, and I started fucking running, guys. And when I say running like a motherfucker. I've been running a mile every day, and just today, I made it to 2 miles without stopping. And I've never done that in my whole life. Am I in extreme pain? Fuck yeah, I'm in extreme pain. But the physical pain that I'm in does not even compare to the pain that I see when I look at myself in the mirror, which is why I don't. So I've decided to change my perspective and focus on improving my physical self-improvement, and not just my physical self, but also my internal self, where I shouldn't be afraid to look in the mirror. I should like what I see looking back, but I don't. So in order for me to like what I see looking back, I've got to start thinking better with the foods that I put in my body, which I mostly do. Occasionally I have days where I don't, but for the most part I do. But more importantly, I need to just stop being so hard on myself. I'm my toughest critic. I constantly ridicule myself all day. As you heard last week, I ridiculed myself so bad that I almost passed out because my blood pressure got so high. So if you want to talk about beating myself up, I take way more punishment from myself than I've ever had from anybody in the ring, ever. Anybody at any level. And I know that does not nourish myself. I've got to stop doing that. And I've got to take that type of energy and spin it around and put it into my bank and use that as fuel to power myself to do better things at the gym, to do better things with the people I see with my friends and my family. And hopefully that will inspire you listening to this, or will motivate you, or will say, fuck you, Rambo, bruh. It's lame. Whatever the fuck. I just want you to move. I want you to feel something. There was a time in my life where I really felt like I couldn't feel anything. Like I was just numb to the pain, and I would avoid it. I would do anything. I would pick up other situations. I would try and help other people. I would do anything to avoid my own internal BS or my own pain. And now that I'm getting older, now that I know that I'm living on borrowed time with my shitty ass schedule, that any moment I could be a goner, I have got to face these fears. That's why I started that bucket list that I started back in 2014, really cleaning up my act, really getting my shit together, really crossing things off the bucket list. And running for 2 miles straight is definitely crossed off the bucket list for sure. Starting this podcast, crossed off the bucket list for sure. Taking it one day at a time. But what I do know is the Goggins has really given me the power, and I hope you listening to this will receive this power as well too, and channel it and use it to fuel you to do great things, either in your career, in your personal life, or whatever the fuck you're doing to get going. Don't sit still. Don't listen to your inner bitch. Get this shit done. All right?
I was afraid of the water, so I avoided it. And I gained 125 pounds in that time frame. I went from 175 to almost 300 to 297 was my heaviest. And I started finding things that was comfortable. And the more things I found comfortable, the more uncomfortable my mind was. Because that voice I was telling you about, it always was there. I was just trying to avoid that conscience. I wanted to be left alone from that conscience, and it wouldn't leave me alone.
See, there's that voice, that fear. We all have it in us where we want to avoid uncomfortable situations. But in order for us to grow, to be better, to have the Japanese word Kaizen, self-improvement, dedication, in order for us to get there, we have to get out of our comfort. We have to get out of our comfort zone. We have to do things in order. Pressure builds diamonds. And so in order for us to succeed and do awesome shit, to be legends, we have to be uncomfortable. And we've got to get used to being uncomfortable to get to where we want to be, to have that authentic life.
Fucking come to help me. No one's going to fucking come to help me. It's fucking me against me, period. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I got to start doing is facing every fucking fear I have. No matter what the fuck it is, man. And these things would keep me up at night.
One of the things that I understand that disturbs my sleep is not just my work schedule, but also the things that I'm afraid of. Like me afraid to look in the mirror, me afraid that I'm not going to find the right partner. I'm in such a rush to find somebody to be with. Me failing over and over again with losing weight. Me not being creative with my podcast or with comedy, or me not being a good enough friend to somebody. A lot of these things, my fears, keep me up at night. And so I realized when I keep having these dreams that keep haunting me, like, oh, you should do stand-up, or, oh, you should do podcasting. You need to stand up to, if somebody's saying something to you, you don't just take that. You need to really speak your mind. You need to stand up for yourself. Nobody's going to do that for you. Those are all of the things that a lot of times keep me up at night. And so I understand with the Goggins now that I have to face my fear. I have to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to be a bitch anymore. I'm just tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I've got to handle this thing. I've got to nip this in the bud, because I never know when the clock is going to run out on my life. And I don't want to be someone who's looking at death's door and realize, did I do everything that I can, or did I half-ass this shit?
I had two options: to either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, and at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 fucking years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed.
That bit really, really touched me because that's basically my life. I hit that threshold where I'm like, fuck, I don't make that much money and I'm a fat ass. And I don't want to be that person who regrets their life, who didn't give it their all, who didn't give it 110%. And deep down in my soul, I know that I can do more. I know that I can be better. I know and I truly believe that I can be a legend in my life. I'm not just talking about being famous or anything like that, but really being a champion of myself. And in order for me to be a champion, I've got to train hard, whether it's physically training at the gym or I have to mentally train my mind. And so I believe the reason why I'm talking about this is because I see so many people day to day. I see hundreds of people at my work, whether coming into my work buying stuff or people that I work with. Hundreds of people every day. I see them, and a lot of them are detached. They are so plugged into the matrix. And some of them older, I see them, and I'm just like, fuck. I know you didn't want to do this for the rest of your life. Or I know you didn't want to be in this position that you're in. You had dreams, you had goals and aspirations, and at some point you just quit. You just gave up. How can you do that to yourself? That shit scares the crap out of me. And I go, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to end up like that. And then every time something goes wrong and I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to end up like that. It is what it is. Nah, that's a loser mentality. That's quitter's garbage. That's internal BS. And so this year, even when I started this podcast, little by little, I've come to an understanding that I don't have to go that way. I'm in charge of my life. You listening to this, you're in control of your life. Whatever it is you want to do, you can go and do that. You don't have to be fucking plugged into the matrix. You don't have to do some shit job you don't want to do. You don't have to make shit money if you don't want to. If you want to make good money, go out there and go make good money. If you want a good job, go out there and find a good fucking job. If you want to go to a good school, then go to a good fucking school. If you want a good relationship, then go find a good relationship or let it come to you. Those are just the things that we need to do until you work on yourself. How in the hell can you be until you work on yourself? How else can you expect to do great things if you're not even willing to work on yourself? You're not willing to put in the effort. You got to put forth an effort. You've got to reach in and unplug yourself from the goddamn matrix. I'm telling you, people. Don't be that person of regret, shoulda, woulda, coulda, because it doesn't work. Time is only progressing forward. It doesn't go backwards. I don't care who you are. It does not go backwards. It only goes forward. And the funny thing about time is we think we have a lot, but we really don't. You're lucky if you make it to 50 years. You're lucky if you make it to 60. You're lucky if you make it to 70. You're lucky if you make it to 80. You're extremely lucky if you make it to 90. 100, now you're in the 1% club, right? So why not do everything you possibly can to say that this is the life that I truly wanted, the authentic life. I fought tooth and nail for this.
Standard, all this other stuff, and to get into the class I had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. So I was like, fuck that, I can't do that. I grabbed my chocolate milkshake and went back to Ecolab. I'm going back to work, man. This is my life. This is my life. You are exactly who the fuck. This is it. And I said, this ain't going to be it for me. So in that restaurant, I quit my job, left my canister in that restaurant, my spray canister, got back in my Ecolab truck, and I went home. And I started working out like somebody. I became the most obsessed person on the planet Earth. And I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment, be called nigger, be called whatever the fuck in the world, and be able to stand in the fucking room and say, go fuck yourself. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. I built it through downright fucking just crushing myself. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do shit. My instinct was, we gotta fucking go out there. Anything that was fucking horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it. And I started callousing my mind at this point in my life. And I lost the weight. And I went back to recruiter. I got into that class.
You've got to create that beast. I know for me is a lot of people call me beast at the gym. So I've just really been focusing on going beast mode and just zoning out. And within the week of listening to this podcast, I have ran a mile every day, which is not that much by most people's standards. But for somebody who hasn't ran in 15 years, particularly hasn't ran straight in ever, I went from in 7 days, I went from running 1 mile to the 7th day to running 2 miles straight. Because I went into beast mode, people. I went into Rambo Pro. And I said, fuck this. I'm so tired of this shit. I'm going to beat me. Nobody else. I got to beat me. And so what I pose to you is, listening to this, what are you going to do to beat you? Whatever it is you're trying to get to accomplish, whatever place you're trying to go, whatever relationship you're trying to do or career, whatever you got going on, or something that you've been putting off, being like, nah, or I'm afraid of that, I'm not really comfortable. I need you to go and do it. Create a personality. Go out there and fucking tackle that shit. Because when you do beat it, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel way better.
Realizing through this process that the fucking mind is what you created. And I started opening different doors that I didn't think were even there, that I didn't think even existed. And the more doors I opened up, the more I started realizing that my potential is damn near endless. And it changed my whole mindset. So I went from David Goggins and I created Goggins. And that journey is a priceless journey that is hard for me to even explain to people because it sounds so quick and easy. Like I just lost this weight and I went through 3 hell weeks. I went to Ranger School, went to Delta Force Selection, whatever it is. It was brutal. It's a brutal journey every fucking day. And everybody goes, well, are you happy? If anybody knows my life story, and I'll try to give you just a snippet of it, where I'm at today is in front of Joe Rogan telling you my life. To get through where I became, to get through where I'm at now, there's nothing but pride I have for myself that I can't really show people. Because I have this face that they see like, are you happy? What's wrong with you? I'm driven. I'm obsessed. And that's what you see.
Do you have the Goggins? I can't hear you. I said, do you have the Goggins? Come on, people. Are you driven? Are you obsessed? I hear it. I see it in your eyes. While you're doing your laundry, while you're washing dishes, while you're running on the treadmill, while you're running outside, while you're driving your truck. While you're warming up shadow boxing. Are you driven? Are you obsessed? Do you got the Goggins? I know I do. But what I can tell you is that all of the options are there. Once you realize the potential in your mind, it's limitless. Nobody can hold you down but yourself. Get the Goggins. Or the Rambopra. Or whatever you got inside of you. But get that fired up and get it going.
I want to say, hey, man, you're 297 pounds, man. I want to help you out. I'm going to help. Hey, man, you're not smart. I'm going to help you out. I had to work at all this shit. I had to overcome, and it self-disciplines everything. And if you don't have it, I don't look at you right because I know you're capable of more. It's not discipline so much for me. It's all on you. It's all on you. The self part is what's big. We need someone to hold people accountable. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. We count on people too much to get us through shit. And we look to our right, we look to our left, we're looking for help. And if you can build that self, you can build that total accountability in oneself. And it's not about being selfish. I'm trying to create a better me, so hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4, being a city. It ain't about all that shit. Shit doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go. And that's all it's about, yourself.
How far will you go this week, Rambo for listeners? Push yourself. I want to hear. Are you going to go to the max? Are you going to give it 110%? Let me know at Genty523, Twitter and Insta. Let's push it to the max. Let's become champions. Let's be legends of ourselves. I gotta tell you guys, I was at work this week, minding my own business, when I heard, excuse me. And I turned and went, hola, mami, mucho gusto. She's like, hi, I was wondering, do you remember me? The fuck? Do I remember you? Anytime a hot chick tells me, do I remember them? I give them that Jack Nicholson from the Departed movie nod. Yes, I remember you. Yes. Holy shit. I was like, yeah, I remember you. She's like, oh, thank God. I didn't want to have to tell anybody else my story again. So you remember me from last time. And you remember I hadn't pooped in 3 weeks? I went, did you need some help? She's like, well, so I have this friend and she hasn't pooped either. I went, 2 hot chicks who haven't pooped? This is awesome. This is awesome. So what are you guys like, trying to poop together? What's going on? Oh no. She's like, yeah, my friend, she can't poop and I couldn't remember what pills, so I thought I'd come down here and ask you. I was like, I'm sure you did, huh? You want to know where the poopy pills are? Let me give you my number first. Then I can come over and assist you, if you know what I mean. That's not my thing, but I do know at Moto Genzo it might be his thing, just saying. Anywho, so yeah, she's like, we're both trying to like poop or whatever, so if you could just tell us the pills. I'm like, yeah, it's and I just keep looking at her. I'm like, it's these. And unfortunately, she's like, oh, thank God. I was really hoping like you would see me and you would just know what's going on. I wouldn't have to tell anybody. And I'm like, oh, I know what's going on, girlfriend. You can't poop. You need some help from Oprah. God, dog. Let me not be a total creep. But yeah, helped her with her duty pills. Her and a friend are like pooping or something. And I don't know what's going on in that apartment. But I kind of want to know, just saying. Oh, my God. But speaking of hotties with the bodies, I got to tell you guys about some current events. And in Florida, Megan or Melinda, 26 years old, hot teacher. Got it bad. I'm hot for teacher. Oh, yes, I'm hot. Oh, yeah. Teacher, stop the screaming. Teacher, don't you see? Yeah, that's right. Megan, 26 years old, charged with smoking weed and sleeping with her 14-year-old student. God damn it, Megan. Why don't you call me? I could have saved you from going to jail. I'm single, ready to mingle. Why would you bone your student? Why would you do that? And if you're gonna bone a student, make sure he's not a rato. Huh? Little Johnny over there's a rato. You're not supposed to tell nobody, bruh. And I mean, God, you gotta go to thedailymail.com and see this hot for teacher, 26 years old, in Florida. Man, so steamy. Just literally front page of the Daily Mail holding up a fish with bikini bottoms. What the fuck? God, dog. Honestly, Megan, you gotta call me when you're gonna do something stupid, okay? Honest to God. So now, of course, her and the husband's social medias have been deleted because she's going to jail. Oh, man. What kind of kid? Look, man, it's a badge of honor. You don't tell nobody when a teacher trying to bone you. Okay, now, unless you're a girl, and if it's some man teacher trying to bone you, you fucking tell your parents, because we're going to fucking castrate this guy. We're going to fuck this asshole up. God. But if it's a dude, if it's a guy and a lady teacher, you don't fucking tell nobody, all right? Especially if she is as hot as this lady here in Florida is. My God. Oh, my days. Have I seen a hottie with the body teacher like that and wanted to bone? Man, what are we doing with this generation? Ratos. You're going to let your friends shoot up the school, but you're not going to tell nobody. You're going to tell everybody about a hot teacher? Come on. What the fuck, guys? Anywho, the moral of the story is, I've got it bad, got it bad, got it bad. I'm off a teacher. Oh, yes, I'm hot. Oh, my God. I'm just saying, when you get out of jail, here's my number. Hey, Johnny, if you were my son, don't fucking come home. How dare you? Fucking ratto. It's ridiculous. Listen, if she's ugly, you call the authorities right away. But if she's hot, come on, man. This is crazy. But you all know, no son of mine will be a rato. If he's boning a hot teacher and he shows me the pictures and she's hot, we're not saying anything. It's our little secret. Okay, you probably turned this off because you realized I'm a scumbag. Speaking of scumbags, as you all predicted, as you all voted, not only am I a scumbag, but 95% of you listening to the show agree that I am an asshole. Man, while 2 of you don't. Thank you all for voting. I appreciate it, as the poly poll is anonymous. So vote away, motherfuckers. Vote a fuck away. Let me see. I put out a poly poll since I thought I was going to have this podcast done yesterday, but it wasn't. 3 times. Holy shit. So I'm going to see what y'all are saying on my poly poll. Okay. Based on some votes, I asked the question, are you doing something you love to do? And 50% of you said yes. 50% of you said, I'll get back to you. So I appreciate y'all voting. Keep voting, motherfuckers. Vote. And of course, I will review the results in the official results in the next episode. And on that note, I have officially logged 4 goddamn hours of this podcast. This fucking episode. Once, twice, 3 times recorded. I hate iTunes and GarageBand too. You motherfucker. You deleted my shit. I hate you. Okay, maybe not so much because I need you to publish this fucking time. This time needs to be published. Alright? Listen to me, iTunes. Listen to me, GarageBand. You fucking slag. You slapper. You twat. You cunt. You scallywag. I need this shit to be heard by the millions and millions. Okay, all 11 of you listening to Rambo Over Radio. We're not gonna fuck this up this time, all right? We're gonna keep pushing, and even if you don't hear this recording, God damn it, you're gonna hear another one, because I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep failing, and I want you to do the same. We're gonna fail until we fucking succeed. And on that note, this is Rambo Radio, and we're gonna be legends!